Some donuts.
All right, so top of the lineup, the Rakshasa are going to attack you. Rothgar. Ready?
Bring it.
Bring it. Bring it, he said. 23 and 19.
One of them hits.
4 damage, and the other one... Miss. And then... Soul Wrench. These guys are terrible. 18, does that hit?
Yeah.
All right. That's going to be 9 damage. And then the next one, 16.
That misses.
Okay. And then you hear a voice in the back say, in Infernal, enough of this. Sully, you're up.
So I don't understand what he said. I just heard
That's
a
right.
voice.
It's just like, you could have said, just give me a cheese sandwich or something.
What was that again?
So how badly damaged does Rothgar look?
I mean, he's taken a little bit of damage, probably about 50.
Hardly worth healing you.
Yeah, I mean, I can manage a little bit longer depending on how this fight.
I'm going to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on him. So that is, and my spiritual weapon will attack, but first I'll do the Cure Wounds. You get back 26. And spiritual weapon gets a 19. And does 11 points of force damage.
And one of the fairy-fired Rakshasa is dead. Taken out by the spiritual weapon.
Nice.
Rothgar, you're up.
Did you hear the healing, Rothgar?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I hear some infernal speak in the back.
Rah.
Bastards trying to cast claws.
Did it sound tiger-like or infernal elf-like?
It sounded tiger-like.
Okay.
You had a meow after it. Rah, meow.
Bastards trying to cast a spell on us. And I attack the Rakshasa in here.
Okay.
If I look to the source of the voice, do I see anything?
It sounded like it came from behind the curtain.
Alrighty. Then I'll just attack this other. There's still one more fairy fired one, right?
There's 2 on Soul Wrench and 1 on you.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit that one on me.
Mm-hmm.
Natural. Get to read ones. Okay, so that's a fair amount of damage. 21 damage.
Okay.
And 66 on my percentage. Because that's what I rolled a natural 20, so.
Okay, so 21 was your double damage. All right, roll your percentage.
66.
66. He is stunned.
As he should be already. And he's still alive. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And I don't have these stunned rules in front of me. Y'all probably know them off the top of your head. So.
Oh, it's brutal. Being stunned is.
Yeah, they're pretty much dead to the world, stunned. Stunned creatures incapacitated, can't move, can only speak falteringly, automatically fails strength and dexterity throws, attack rolls have advantage. And then in addition to their incapacitated stuff, they can't take actions or reactions.
Okay.
Wait, so who's stunned?
The Rakshasa.
The 2 that are by Soul Wrench?
Yeah, one's dead and one's stunned now.
Oh, those
No,
are
I'm
the
sorry.
ones by
These guys are on Rothgar.
Yeah. Don't
Okay.
listen to me.
This one was on me. So my second attack is a 21 to hit
Oh, yeah.
for 13 slashing.
Okay. Still up. Yep.
That bastard. Well, I crit, so I get a third attack as a bonus action, so I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yep, that'll most certainly hit.
Do it! Why don't you do it?
24 to hit.
Yeah, just
For-
barely. Just barely. 24.
For a 9 slashing.
Opportunity?
Yeah. Okay. Fucker's still alive?
Yep. Barely hanging on.
That bastard. Okay.
It's whimpering cat noises.
Shit ain't gonna work on me. 14 to hit, I believe is a miss, right? 14 misses, right?
Just barely. Yep. You need a 15. You got advantage, right?
Yeah, that was with advantage. Second attack will definitely hit.
Then how do you want to do this? It's the second time you've gotten down to like 1, 2 freaking hit points. So it's dead.
Yeah. Opportunity is just gonna take another one's throat out, I guess. It's just what he's doing this battle.
What do you do?
Taking his throat
Yeah.
out again.
So opportunity takes out another one. Soul Wrench.
MVP ready.
You're up.
So, Soul Wrench is only going to take half a second to see how these Rakshasa respond to the infernal speech.
Mm-hmm.
So, does he see them stop at all?
Yeah, they sort of react and take like a step back.
All right. Well, Soul Wrench isn't gonna stand for a disembodied voice to dictate his actions, and Volshovath is thirsty. So, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna command all 4 of my little Soul Wrenches to attack one of these Rakshasa. So they both have fairy fire? Is
No,
that right?
not those 2 are dead.
They don't
Yep.
have
Yeah, those 2 are dead now.
Oh, but the ones on me don't have fairy fire at all?
Now they saved.
Okay. Alright. So then 4 attacks on one of these Rakshasa. That's a miss. That's a hit. 19 is a hit. Another hit. So that is 8. So 24 damage on that guy as he just gets a whole bunch of stabs by these little mini Soul Wrenches. And then Soul Wrench turns to the other one that wasn't attacked. Unsheaths Volshovath and just the sword is engulfed in green flame as it comes down across him. So then that's going to be 17.
Yeah, 17 hits.
Actually, 18. So yeah,
Dead.
cool.
Okay.
So then that is, and then is this other Rakshasa within 5 feet then?
Yeah.
Sweet. So the one that I attacked takes 20 damage, and then the one next to him takes 5 fire damage.
Okay.
And then, how are they looking?
I mean, they've taken some damage, but they look okay.
All right, so Soul Wrench is gonna continue his attack on the one that he's attacking with the normal blade attack,
Okay.
which is gonna fail, but not critically.
That's good.
You have an inspiration.
That is good. All right.
I do?
What? No, you didn't do it.
No, wait, no. Tony was saying I have inspiration.
Yeah. Theria and you and Rothgar got inspiration.
I didn't realize I had inspiration.
I
I
don't
will
have
be
it.
sure to use that later.
Theria, you're up.
Okay. So there's still 2 guys on Soul Wrench.
Yep.
And there is a curtain in the back?
Yep.
Like a doorway, or is it like covering a whole back wall, or?
Yeah, just covering like an entranceway.
Okay. Then I'm going to command Felleroff to run through it and to try to spear it with his horns, or his horn, her horn, I don't know, so she can tear it down.
Okay. Just like bring the whole curtain down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want me to roll something, or?
No, I mean, she runs right through it and rips the curtain, and it comes down, and she's kind of like flinging her head trying to get the curtain off of her. And you see behind the curtain there are 3 seats. There are 2 Rakshasas. One looks a lot fatter than the other, like he's got a real big gut. And then there's a fiendish elf sitting in another seat. And they look kind of amused by the whole thing.
We've been set
So
up.
the
guys.
elf is not tied up.
No, he's got a drink in his hand.
Just because somebody looks like they're comfortable doesn't mean they're not a prisoner.
All right, did we know what this spy's name was that we were looking for?
Gulich.
Oh, Gulich, right. So I walk over to the table. There's only 3 seats,
Yeah.
and they're all filled?
Yeah, there's 2 Rakshasa and 1 fiendish elf. Yeah, they're just... Yeah, there's,
All right, so
I mean, there are
calmly
pillows and stuff around.
I calmly walk over to the table, put my hands on the edge of it, and lean forward, and I say, in Infernal, Gulich, I presume?
And he puts his drink down and is like, well, yeah. Who are you?
Oh, that's a good question.
She forgot her name.
No, I'm just thinking, if this guy's still undercover versus being a prisoner. I say, is this any way to treat guests?
It is not my doing. And the 2 Rakshasa just kind of give a big chuckle. So we are most amused by your winged horse. And they take a big puff out of their pipes, and it stinks like moldy socks.
There's a lot of people doing heroin in this planet. Can I do an insight check to tell? I want to try to get a sense of whether the elf is holding anything back from me, or if he's agitated or under any sort of stress. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure out if he's still undercover and he's pretending to be somebody, or if he's
Right.
You know.
Okay.
I got a 19.
He seems pretty forthright and open with you right now. Not like he's hiding anything.
All right, I tell them to tell their men to stand down. We can speak like civilized creatures.
And they give the command in Infernal, and the two Rakshasa who are fighting you stop and step back.
All right, and I say to them, if I ask them if they can speak common so that everybody can understand them.
No, because our goal is to make this an hour-long conversation. Yes, they will speak common at this point. And the one Rakshasa he's just wearing a sleeveless shirt and he's covered in all these tattoos. He says, "I am Dumar." And he points, "This is my brother, Dukak." "And who might you be?"
I am Syria, and I've been sent to collect this elf.
"You've been sent to collect an elf." And they laugh. And the Gulich takes a drink, and he says, "I guess that would be me then." And they all laugh.
Indeed. What's this elf worth to you guys?
They kind of look at each other, and there's like, "Oh, I don't know." And they look at him. He's like, "What do you think you're worth?" Well, he says, "Well, more than you would pay."
I doubt you're worth that
What
much.
if I don't want to leave? I kind of like it here.
Soul Wrench steps forward and says, "We were winning in this battle. You are lucky that we have stopped it."
And the two Rakshasa brothers laugh again.
Do I recognize those names or anything from my time in the Hells?
No.
All right.
And the Dukak takes a big puff from his pipe and says, "So you've come here for our elven friend?"
Yes.
Who sent you?
Since you two
That's
seem
not
to...
important. Soul Wrench shouts.
Since the two of you seem to want for nothing, you don't seem to have any need for this elf. Let us take him and we'll be on our way without causing you any further problems.
"Oh, he's free to leave." "I don't think he wants to."
Well, would you stop us if we take him?
I think we'd be most amused if you tried to take him. We could barter. We should arrange a trade, perhaps. What do you have to offer?
Your lives.
Soul Wrench has much more respect for Rothgar after that comment.
Like, well, Danville, we may have to trade you.
Danville here can amuse you for hours on end with tales of his time as a reporter.
And now adventurer.
And now adventurer. I'm sure he'd be able to amuse you guys to no end. Days and days of humor. He also takes a lot of punishment. I'm saying this in Infernal.
And Danville's like, "What's he
saying?"
saying? What's
Soul
what's
Wrench
he
says, also Infernal.
And they kind of just start scoping, they kind of start checking this guy out. Is he of, and they start speaking in Infernal again, is he of importance?
Sure.
Just having Ghostbusters flashbacks here. Somebody asks if you're a god, you say yes.
Yes, he's clearly important.
How long does that polymorph last?
An hour.
Okay.
Still got a while.
Yep. Very much so.
I left her with water. She'll be fine.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, we'll let you have him, and the only thing we'll take is the elf. But clearly he's worth more than that.
Well,
What are we bartering for?
For the elf.
What?
Gulich, the guy we're supposed to get.
Yeah. He was free to go, we were told. Fucking let's just take him.
yeah. Gulich gets up and it's like his drink. And he's like, I don't know what this discussion's for. I mean, I have no plans on leaving. And then the two brothers just kind of laugh to each other.
Listen, your true master has something to say otherwise. You're gonna fucking leave, or I will knock your ass out with you. Hrothgar's still hyped up from the fight. That guy is very suddenly.
And you guys are all in this room talking, and you notice that 6 more Rakshasa warriors have come through into the tent. And the two brothers say, "Oh, I guess you can leave us with this one and take this other one away. That's fine."
All right. So we explained to Danville that we need him to stay here, and that these Rakshasa want him to be their biographer. We've gotten him an exclusive contract.
Okay. Danville is not very smart, but he is not that stupid. So you need roll deception. Because leaving him with some Rakshasa, he's just not this.
I got a 4.
Wow. I rolled the same thing.
All right, then I'm going to use
Danville.
I'm going to use my
Oh,
inspiration.
yeah. There you go. It puts it over the top.
I got a 6 now.
Yep. He's nervous, but, he trusts you. And
Poor choice.
And
Maybe there's
I'm willing
something-
to violate that trust.
and there's probably something secret going on. He's waiting for the he's waiting for the he's waiting for the catch, He's like, okay, there's got to be more to this. And okay, I can play along. I've been around these guys long enough. And then the guards start talking to. They mentioned something infernal about a stone statue and some other bodies. And Ducox says, "What about the stone thing? And what about the sloth?"
Well, the sloth is your pet, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the sloth will return back to being your Medusa
Oh.
shortly enough.
How long does that last, sir?
I mean, another 55 minutes.
Yeah. And one looks at the other and says, "We shall enjoy those 55 minutes." He takes a big puff.
You got to release this on that early, right? Like as soon as we leave.
Yep.
I don't suppose any of you guys can turn my friend back from stone.
Not without like a greater restoration or something.
No, I was asking the Rakshasa.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, we were hoping you would leave it, as a token of your gratitude.
Sure, absolutely. Happy to part with it. All right, so I turn to Solwrench and Hrothgar and say, "All right, grab the elf."
Okay.
Soul Wrench happily moves forward to grab the elf. Fire coming
All right.
out
Yeah,
of his mouth.
it's almost like he's going to resist, but he doesn't, and then reluctantly kind of just goes with you guys.
All right. I think we say our goodbyes and walk on.
Where's the bard?
They were
What's
outside.
that?
Yeah, you have not seen the band leader. The accordion player is the only one who is still outside.
All right, so we're going to head back to where we came from?
Yep, I'll pet the sloth again on my way out.
So actually, with Soul Wrench, he still has his 4 mini Soul Wrenches, so they're all carrying the elf, I think. And they're all
At least trying
like
to.
flying. So one has got each arm and one's got each leg, and they're kind of flying with him.
Nice.
Okay, so where are you guys headed?
Yes. Back west.
Yeah, I guess we'll go back to the train tracks and then.
North. There are still rides. We haven't seen the rides yet.
Yep.
Soul Wrench kind of turns to his compatriots after it's a safe enough distance from the Rakshasas. They might not overhear. But he says, I'm sure Hellion has some way of keeping tabs on us. So I'm sure he will know as soon as we have the elf.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he can probably travel wherever he wants to.
How about we talk to this elf?
What's that?
How about we talk to this elf?
Okay.
See exactly what his deal is.
I figure at some point, if he's charmed, the charm has to wear off. I don't know how long it's going to take. Hold on to him until it seems like he understands he doesn't want to be with the Rakshasas anymore. Then we can set him free to go do whatever Asmodeus wanted him to do in the first place.
Yeah, but Asmodeus may not want, or he may not want to do anything Asmodeus wants him to do. Asmodeus has a way of persuading people, whether they want to or not, to act in his favor.
So either he's charmed, which will wear off at some point, or he's really afraid or doesn't want to be involved. And in that case, we'll just have to keep him tied up.
Either way, his intentions don't matter.
Yeah, we're taking him back one way or the other.
Were we told where we need to take him? I just thought we just had to get him.
Yeah, I was told. We were told we just need to set him free because he's being held hostage.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, let's ask him about that.
I would be trying to keep as low profile as possible around the elf. Soul Wrench would probably communicate to everybody that it's probably best not to mention who tasked us with this until we know more.
That's fair enough.
Because because this elf may or may not be in agreement with whatever lays ahead of him for his fate.
Then we might as well just keep heading north. That's where we wanted to go in the first place.
Okay. So you guys leave. All right. When you guys left the Rakshasa, you left Danville, Mantro, who is now Stone, and the accordion player stayed and played this sad, lonely song as you departed.
Well, that was his choice to play rather than follow.
You never saw the band leader?
The band leader? No, you never saw him again. He ran. The last time you saw him, he ran.
He ran behind the tent, right?
Yeah, yep. That was the last time you ever saw him.
And no one followed him.
No.
Interesting.
They're all a little busy.
Okay, so you guys have gone on for a couple hours to the heading north, west to the labyrinth, through the sand, with the Gulich following, making his way.
I want to make sure to get like a short rest in, at least.
Okay.
Oh, I can use a couple hit die and get some of my things back here. Just
Right.
in case.
All right. Are you going to make camp at some point, or?
Yeah, if it's like 2 days is what we determined last time, we should make camp at some point.
Well, wait, it's 2 days from the train?
Yeah, it was 2 days north or 2 days south. It was a 4-day ride between the two, and we broke down about halfway
Well,
between the two.
Oh, no.
points.
No, I thought it was, wait a minute. From the train, the camp to the train?
No, from the
Or
train,
from the train to the town?
labyrinth, or back to where we came from.
I thought it was longer than 2 days. I thought it was like 60 miles.
I think it was about 70 or 80, and you'd made it like halfway.
Yeah, so we can do 40 miles in 2 days, right?
Well, yeah, it'd be longer than that because you got to come back west.
We can. I think
Darian,
we
can you make good berries?
I cannot.
Damn it.
Well, I got rations for me. Good luck.
Yeah,
I can make water.
Yeah, I can make water. And I have a couple of pounds of glowing fungus.
Can I go back from one of the Rakshasa corpses?
I've got 10 rations.
What did you want to do?
Eat it?
Eat it?
I think that's not a good idea.
You'll get hairballs, you
I mean-
dirty machine.
Took a quick snack before you left.
I'm sure it's no different from just eating a cat.
I can keep us shaded from the sun. I've got that resizable umbrella.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
Pull that thing out. Let's make it huge. Yeah, I've got rations. So.
Yeah, I have 5 days worth of food, so I'm sure I could share and stretch them out.
Yeah.
Although
Okay.
I do want to see the robot cough up hairballs.
Okay, so yeah, we'll say you guys camp there in the desert. I mean, you going to ask anything to Gulich?
What did we want to know based on what we feel we're allowed to tell him?
Well, he was supposed to be a spy, right?
Right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so Peter, what can we remember from all of Hellian's stuff in terms of like what we were looking for and who this person was?
Yeah, he was a spy, and Asmodeus wanted him back.
Okay.
Yeah, there wasn't any more to it than that. I mean, since we have this guy tied up, I'm not sure why we're not telling him. It's not like he can leave.
I mean, surely he knows.
Has he
going
said
on.
anything throughout this endeavor with him traveling with us?
Nope.
Does anyone have any manacles? Because these soul wrenches are not going to last forever.
I'm happy to tie him up and then tie the
Alright,
other
so
end, tie the other end of my rope
let's
to my saddle.
let's bind him. And then after that, the soul wrenches will likely disappear, having served their master well.
So, you guys bind Ghoulich. You make your way to the train tracks north of where the explosion was. And then trek out following the tracks, which I assume you would do because it takes you right to the labyrinth.
Yep.
So, with about a day out, you start running into all these signs like the labyrinth awaits and fun rides and
Chili
go on the
today,
water
hot
slide and stuff like that. All these advertisements. And then on the second day, you start to reach, just in the middle of the desert, just out of nowhere, this huge Ferris wheel you see. And this big sign. This is "Welcome to the Labyrinth."
I think we should talk to this guy. Is there any reason why we shouldn't just tell him why we're here?
I can't think of one, honestly.
All right, so I tell him. Asmodeus said that we needed to retrieve you, that you were his spy.
And he says, well, that was nice. That's pretty much a death sentence for me.
Why? Why is that a death sentence?
Probably because I didn't return when I was supposed to. I was rather enjoying myself with the Rakshasa.
Soul Wrench laughs. How can one as you, who knows the power of Asmodeus, be as stupid as to defy his will?
It was the opium talking.
Hopefully Asmodeus is feeling generous when he finally sees you.
And besides, the snake girl's a freak.
You got to be blindfolded, right?
That's part of the fun. So you come up to, you have made it to the labyrinth.
Excuse me.
So we're gonna walk into the labyrinth with this guy tied up.
Yeah, just tell him this is how he likes to enjoy the rides.
And a gnome comes up to you and he's got a top hat. And he says, "Welcome to the labyrinth. All the rides are half off today."
Yeah, they should be. You're not going to be getting any visitors on this train for a while because the train exploded about halfway between.
Well, we were wondering what was going on, that we hadn't seen any new customers in a while.
You
Maybe
probably
last.
noticed 2 days ago you hadn't seen a train.
Yeah, we were wondering about that.
The Rakshasa Raiders destroyed it.
Bastards. Why is this guy tied up? Is it because he's really excited to be here and you got to keep him contained?
No, he's
Yes.
our prisoner from the Rakshasa.
Well, prisoners like it here too. And he looks over and waves, and you can see that there's a worker over there wearing like a striped uniform, and he's like picking up garbage.
Nice.
So all rides are half off. Welcome to the labyrinth.
So where
What
would
do we
you
know about Labyrinth?
It's got rides. What would you recommend we ride first?
Well, we've got the you can ride in the actual labyrinth in the water. It's a raft ride. You can do the Ferris wheel, the underground roller coaster. You can do the teacups. And he points. He's like, "We got cotton candy and popcorn. There's all sorts of things."
Well, guys, I'm leaning underground roller coaster first. I don't understand Ferris wheels. I can fly. Why would I need to get on a Ferris wheel?
But this is a spectacular Ferris wheel. Just look at it. It's majestic.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine for the people who can't cast fly on themselves. But underground roller coaster, you don't get that every day.
So there is not many patrons here. Maybe one or two people kind of like walking about. The rest are just gnomes, and you can tell they all work here.
You know what that means, guys? No lines. Let's
No
go.
All right.
Soul Wrench is getting a lot of push from Bolshovath to get on these rides and have a good time, but with the caveat that it should be spurting blood everywhere from the headless necks of the staff.
So one of the gnomes comes over and he is holding some balloons, and they're in different shapes, and they're a big balloon like on a string. And he's like, "You want a balloon?"
How much are the balloons?
Pretty cheap. Like 1 copper.
Oh, cover. Fine, I'll take all your balloons.
Do any of them look like a floating skull?
Why, yes, they do.
I want that one.
Let's give him 10 gold.
Will you buy them all?
Yes.
Okay. It's like 15 of them. You buy them all. And one does look like a floating skull.
I don't want that one.
I'll give that one to Theria.
Okay.
What's the floating skull's name again?
Hellion.
All right, Hellion, is it you?
It's like, "Shh, I'm in disguise. I'm a balloon."
All right, we've got your elf.
Asmodeus is most pleased.
He floats around and says, "I'm just a little black rain cloud."
Asmodeus is most pleased with what you've done.
What do you want us to do with him?
Eliminate him.
What was that?
I think he wants us to kill him.
That too.
Yeah, I don't think I'm capable of that.
Soul Wrench is. He's not willing to fuck with Asmodeus. Even if he has grown a conscience, he knows that dude will fuck us up.
I'm willing to stand aside while you do it and not stop you, but I'm not capable of murdering him.
All right. So Soul Wrench will address Hellion and Infernal and say, "Is there any particular manner that Asmodeus wishes this to be done?"
No.
Just as long as it's done.
All right then. Well, with that information from Hellion, Soul Wrench instantly unsheaths Volshovath and goes to slice the throat.
Okay. Are you going to do it right there? Are you going to... Okay.
Yeah, right there.
All right.
I mean, Asmodeus is not one with which to be fucked.
All right.
You're gonna get a kick out of the park, you bastard! You don't murder someone in the middle of Disney World.
So,
I'm just over by the cotton candy machine watching them as they spin it on the thing.
yep, the gnomes don't even notice you cut this guy's throat. What do you do with... and his body just hits the ground, and he's bleeding everywhere.
I kneel on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure the life seeps out of him.
Okay. And he is dead.
Okay.
And then the prisoner comes over and he's like, "You want me to clean that up?"
Yeah, I give him a gold piece. I give him a
Yeah,
gold piece
if you
and tell
wouldn't
him to take care of it.
He gets out a big bag.
I'm gonna search the guy first, though.
Okay.
Does he have anything interesting?
He has a pipe, some opium. He has one of those necklaces that the Rakshasa had.
I'll take that.
Soul Wrench turns the Hellion and says, "It's done. Now what?"
He says, await your invitation. And he breaks free and starts to float away into the air.
Soul Wrench just wonders aloud, "Invitation to what?"
Probably to go meet with Asmodeus.
Soul Wrench actually shudders, which may be a weird thing to see from a giant, like, metal monster.
Metal rattling.
Yeah. I have no interest in meeting with Asmodeus if at all possible. That would not be good.
All right, Sully, it's time for you to ride your rides.
Thank God.
Okay, so you
Get
Get
cotton
on the-
candy. First get
Yep.
cotton candy. Then
Okay.
go find the roller coaster.
Okay, yeah, you got on the roller coaster. It's everything you hope for. It's awesome, man. I mean, you probably go on it 4 or 5 times because there's no damn line.
Yeah, that's right. And then try the labyrinth.
It's like having a flash pass.
No, I guess you guys want to do the teacups first or the labyrinth and then the teacups? Let's do the teacups first.
Whichever one's
Okay.
along.
Okay, so yeah, teacups, that would definitely involve a con save.
I'm not going on any of them until we go to the labyrinth.
Soul Wrench refuses to go on the teacups.
I think I got a 25.
I'm going.
Yeah, it doesn't bother you.
17.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. It's the ride so far been pretty impressive.
As Soul Wrench sees his compatriots going on these rides, a bit of childlike wonder does grow within him.
Is the teacups the one like where you like spin the thing even faster?
Oh
what
man,
I
I have
thought. Oh,
grown
okay,
up
yeah,
on
yeah.
my share of those.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, I'm gonna use all of my strength to get it going as fast as possible.
Okay, give me a percentage roll.
Alrighty. Shall I roll my big one?
Yeah, why not, man? Let's bust that sucker out.
Alrighty. That is so hard to read it. That's a 63.
Okay.
That die will never come to a stop inside the teacups.
It was well built. It has good structural integrity and does not break. All right, so you guys have done the underground roller coaster,
And
the
teacups.
Nominator, they call it. And then the teacups, who knows how many times, or what's next?
Probably
And
called
plenty of cotton candy.
Then try. I assume the teacups are called like No Mercy. And then the labyrinth.
Okay, yeah, it's the labyrinth, the special labyrinth flume ride. We all get in this ride, and it takes you down this little river, and they talk about leading up to the ride. They're talking about how it was discovered, and the labyrinth was basically the Rakshasa here used to have it as a temple, but Bekbar returned. When Bekbar returned to the Northern Lands, he hid a treasure from the demons of the Sixth in here and kicked everybody out. And then it was found by some adventurers. And then over by the gnomes when the war ended. Which I don't know if any of you would even bother reading this history, but that's what you got.
Was it found by two guys named Keel and Nate?
If it mentions Beckbar, it's definitely something Soul Wrench would read.
Yeah, you recall that when Beckbar and Oltar and the Lich Queen invaded the 7th layer of Hell, they brought demons of the Sixth with them. And the demons of the Sixth, when they come to fight, always bring the ceremonial treasure from the Hag Queen. And Beckbar, for some reason, stole that treasure and then left the 7th layer of Hell, declared victory, and he left. And then he hid it. He hid this treasure in the labyrinth. And it was later found. And they talk about the Kinku slaves who helped hide it and helped set up the labyrinth, helped set up some of the traps and stuff in here. And then we get to the actual... Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no. So I was just going to say, so the treasure that Beckbar stole from the 7th layer of Hell was hidden in Labyrinth, but was recovered.
Right, but it was actually belonged to the demons of the 6th.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So it wasn't stolen from like the 7th layer of Hell. It was still stolen from the 6th layer of Hell, but
correct. Yeah, when the
still
army
has
shows
value for those in the 7th.
For those in the 7th, they don't care. For the people in the 6th layer of Hell, yeah, it made a big difference. They were pissed about it.
Okay.
But he, what the strange thing about that whole ordeal was, it looked like they were going to be successful, and then all of a sudden he left. Because Oltar and the Lich Queen were making real great progress, and they almost overtook the 7th layer of Hell, but for some reason Beckbar pulled the whole army out and took off.
Interesting.
And where is all this information?
This is like on the like when you're walking up to the ride, because they expect a real long line.
I see.
So you're reading this, and there's all these cool little pictures that they've, painted, and there's sort of a painting of Beckbar, but that's been kind of scrawled over, and there's a lot of graffiti, and then there's a lot of dick butts on him.
Dick butt!
So you get up to the actual ride, and you see your first human. And he has like a twirly mustache with a goatee. And he...
I don't trust him.
What?
I don't trust him.
He says, tickets? Do you have your tickets?
Where do we buy tickets? Do you need tickets for the other rides?
Oh.
Soul Wrench, being a nearly 7-foot tall beast of metal, just walks up to him and just glares at him with some fire coming out of his mouth.
Oh, he's... Well,
No, I'll do it.
guess
Intimidate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 25.
He says, apparently I don't need to give you any tickets. But as you pass through, he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out these, which looks like tickets, and hands each one of you a ticket. But it's blank. It doesn't have anything on it.
I'll take one.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah, very well. I'll accept it.
It's a psychic paper.
No human is going to claim to need something from me.
And you take your tickets, and he seats you in the little flume raft, And then as he pushes off the raft, he says, "I will see you soon." And then as the raft starts to move, you can tell it's getting awfully hot down here.
Yeah,
It almost looks like the water is starting to boil.
that might have been our invitation.
And we will stop there.
We're on the highway to hell.
Yeah. I could take it.
Right, I'm gonna crash, guys.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
No, thank you. Better.
All right.
All right, take care.
You get hairballs, you
I mean-
dirty machine.
I'm sure it's no different from just eating a cat.